Welcome to the Mercy Music Podcast. We're here with Tiernan Cranny today. Thank you for being here, Tiernan.
Thank you for having me.
You are our first alumni to do this podcast. That's not true, actually. I'm sorry. You're not the first alumni to do it because Aaron has done it, Rob, Zaire, but you're the
also
first.
an alumni.
I am. You're right. I haven't done it yet.
You're literally on the podcast.
No, but I haven't been interviewed for the podcast.
So would you interview yourself, or
It's just gonna be me talking to myself for 3 hours. It's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. No, but you're the first alumni that doesn't work here, like currently, even though you did kind of work here. So you're the first alumni to be joining us as an alum, as a guest, an alum, and I think that's very appropriate. That would be you for that. So
very inappropriate. Got it.
Thank you for being here. Before we talk about Mercy, let's talk about you. Give the folks at home a little history lesson. How did music first, get into your
Get
world?
into my soul. Into my soul. So I don't come from a musical family. I did find out that my dad played in punk bands when I was like 18. He used to have like Tarkin pants, and so
I don't want to break off into a story this early, but your dad's cooler than you are. He's cool. He's certainly cooler than me.
I try every day to be cooler than him, but it is impossible.
We're already going to go on a tangent. We can splice this in later or whatever. But so I think it was the first day I met your dad. He came in. We were doing a peak recording.
Yeah, for
session. Who was it?
Robinson's Brotherhood.
Oh, Chris Robinson Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So that's Chris Robinson Brotherhood they backed up their trailer and had their whole back line in here. Drums, like multiple organs, bass, guitars, like an insane setup. And your dad walked in, tattooed up, cool haircut. And I was like, hey.
He's bald.
Yeah, but still, whatever. He's bald, but he looks cool. Like, I don't know.
Got the big beard.
Yeah, maybe so that's what it is. It's still a haircut. It's still a hair. It's on your face. It's a hair. Yeah. He comes in. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm Sam. Like, welcome. What can I get you? Like, let's get set up. And he's like, I'm not the artist. Like, I'm Tiernan's dad. But he was super cool. Right? Yeah. That's how I remember it.
And then you came over to me and said, your dad's so much cooler than you.
Still.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Can he come? Is he coming? Is he
No, he's at the convention right now.
All right, fine. Anyway, sorry to go out on the tangent already, but so you are not musical family yet. Maybe you are. No, you were lied to.
I got the coolness instilled in me. No, so like I didn't really grow up playing music. Mm-hmm. My sister was the one who got like piano lessons and all that kind of stuff. And then when I was 10, I somehow convinced my parents to get me drums.
Yeah.
And then joined a band. Ended up playing bass in that band.
What was the name of the band?
I don't know. Oh, Lefty's Grip.
Lefty's Grip.
Lefty's Grip. Never played a show. So
I have a couple of those.
Yeah. So I ended up playing bass in that band because, parents bought me drums and ended up playing bass. Never really learned the drums.
Okay.
I played bass in that band and then the band broke apart.
Oh.
But I already got a microphone, and so I got the Personas bundle.
Okay.
It was like $89, like
nice
interface and microphone. Like this, remember the old like Samsung microphones?
Yeah. So it was just like 02 or something? Like what year is this?
I don't know. So I'm 10, so that's...
You're 10 now, or how old are you now?
I'm 11 right now, actually. No, 10, so that would have been 2005.
Okay. I was already here.
2006?
Yeah. Shit, I'm old.
So by the time we started like actually playing and everything, I wanted to record us, and then we broke up, and now I just have this microphone and nothing. And then I got introduced to some boom bap rappers in my school.
Yes.
And started working in hip hop.
White Plains, New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started just like boom bap and like some R&B.
So you're recording them?
Yeah, I was recording them. Actually, I made a studio in my basement. My parents kind of let me have the basement and free realm.
And what software are you using?
At that time, I was using Studio One.
Okay.
because it came free.
Yeah.
I also like worked every summer as like a caddy or on my dad's construction crew. So I slowly bought more and more stuff. Moved over to Pro Tools, I think when I was like 16. Or 17, like right before I came to Mercy. I just started with Pro Tools.
That's pretty rare at that age, even during that time.
Someone, by the time I was actually recording like a lot of the rappers in White Plains at that time. And one of the producers introduced me to Pro Tools.
Okay.
That's how I kind of fell into it because he was a MPC guy and tracked everything into Pro Tools.
Are you making beats and stuff at this time, or
on a shitty Casio keyboard? I had a Casio, a Yamaha, a shitty like third party MPC. Like it wasn't MPC. It was like I can't remember the name of the company.
Like Novation or something? Was it like a...
I think it was Novation.
Don't sleep on Novation. They make a couple cool things.
But it was like old and like half the buttons worked.
Nice. That's probably your fault for being...
No, 100%. Yeah, so and then around like 17, I started getting back into the pop punk and like metal scene.
Yeah.
And then started recording bands.
Nice.
And... like actually started like putting out music like that. Actually, like people were going to play shows and selling CDs that like I recorded.
Yeah,
not big, but like
but that's how it all started. That's how it all.
It's
starts.
movement.
Yeah.
I pulled up one that I recorded the first year of Mercy, and it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm not proud of it the sense of like it sounds like a good mix, but like it's not bad for where I was.
Yeah. Some of those early records are like...
it's a vibe.
They're like really good in spite of themselves. Almost.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I get mad now. I'm like, I've been doing this 20 years. Why did my record when I was like 2 years into this feel better?
Yeah.
Like, so, it's still like a performance thing. Like if the band was just... If the band was good...
Because we cared back then.
No, like if the band... Like I remember... Like there was somebody like fairly well known that I recorded really early on, and it like sounded really good. Yeah. And I thought I was the shit, and I was like, oh no, it wasn't you. It was because they were good, and you just like didn't mess it up too badly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh, it starts 100% of the performer.
Yeah,
like you can give the most amazing performers toy instruments, and it will sound incredible.
So you're recording bands. That's such an amazing thing. I don't think we recorded in high school, but like on Zooms. And we went to like a few studios, but like literally I didn't even really record. You were sitting there recording.
Yeah, I upgraded to the 16-channel Tascam right before I came to Mercy.
You have a bunch of mics at this point.
I had the Audix collection for the drums.
And how are you finding out about these like gear? Just internet, like Sweetwater, Vintage King? Are you just like looking at gear?
I was Gear Sluts, which is now Gear Space.
Okay, you were already on that website as like a high schooler. Wow. Gosh. Wow.
Yeah, I was just in like always like what is the best for like this price, this and like you didn't really have like Google.
Were you posting on there?
No.
Okay, I was just
reading the forums. And yeah, like so much information on there.
Do they in your studio, did you have like headphone mixes or how did you deal with like headphones?
Yeah, I had the was it I think it was the old Behringer units, which I could do.
The headphone, just the analog headphone amps?
Yeah, and then I through the Tascam, I could give them their own separate mixes.
Cool. Yeah.
I had like so we were doing like sometimes live tracking, so I was able to do 4 mixes at a time.
Yeah.
I had a booth, I had a drum wall like plexiglass with some working blankets on top of it.
Okay.
And then put the amps in the boiler room.
Nice.
And kind of had separation like that.
It's amazing.
And then just DI'd the bass.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
That's amazing. Any bands we would know out of that circuit or like that time?
No.
All right. So then what's after that? What happens then?
After that, came here. And
Mercy College.
Originally Mercy
yeah.
Now it's Mercy University.
Yeah.
I came to the MTech program, the better program.
Wow. Wow. What year did you come here?
2014.
2014. Okay. Wow. So we moved here in 2012.
Yes. And the
from
studio
White
was being
Plains.
built.
Right. So our
Yes.
studios at that time would have been Studio B was actually upstairs in room 200.
Yep.
And Steve Ward's office now and Kessler's office now was our Studio C.
Yes. And this opened halfway
2016.
through my sophomore year.
Oh, okay. 2016. Yeah. Yeah. So you got to see this kind of built like with the walls and everything.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. And I mean, obviously we'll get into, everything you did with me here. But, okay. So you 2012. How'd you find Mercy? You just walked on the street one day and you were here?
No, I mean, like I was, before looking up music colleges, I was looking up like chemical engineering or aerospace. But like during my senior year, I messed up my senior year.
Yeah.
Completely.
What'd you do?
I mean, can we talk about
I think it's worth touching on, actually.
Okay.
A little bit. We can cut it out if it gets uncomfortable, but I feel like
I mean,
I think it's good for people to hear.
I just did the whole podcast with,
I know.
with my
And
dad.
I watched
so
it.
like
It was great.
Yeah, so senior year I got clean and sober from drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. You still are, by the way.
Yeah, still am. I've just come up on 11 years.
Amazing.
I came here, I just relapsed. I was like 2 months sober when I first came to college.
Oh, really? Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got sober like February of senior year.
Yeah.
And then I relapsed in June, and then I got sober again in July.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like 2 months sober when I first came to Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Which was wild. I also dormed here, which was insane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, like honestly, if I didn't get sober, one, I'd probably be dead. But like,
right. Yeah.
two, I probably wouldn't have done music.
Yeah. Yeah.
I probably would have been in the same AP classes and gone on to do chemical engineering. Like getting sober made me realize, like, oh, I hate this shit.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I love music.
Yeah.
Like, why don't I do this?
Yeah.
And my guidance counselor was a session guitarist back in the day.
Really?
And he's actually one who found, I remember that,
Okay.
Mr. Silverman. And he found Mercy for me.
Amazing.
So it was Mercy, NYU, Berkeley, and Clive Davis. Those are the ones I applied for. Berkeley was a long shot for me. Like,
especially at that time.
I was a jazz bassist, but like not at that level. Purchase was a little more like maybe I could float by.
Yeah.
Same with like Clive Davis, like I could float by a little bit. But yeah, Berkeley was a long shot, and then I ended up here because of the studios, because I saw the layout of what you were building here.
Yeah. Well, just one thing too before we move on. It's like, I know, because we've talked about it a lot. If you can't tell, like, Tiernan's one of my best friends. We've gone a way back. But your
like
sobriety
10 years now.
journey, like, I don't know, I'm really inspired by it because you were like, it was a dark period. It was a really like dark time.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need to go into specifics or whatever. Like, people, you understand that world, a little bit if you're in it or not. But the fact that you've kind of overcome that over all these years, I just, that's awesome. We love you for that. So, I think it's important for our students to hear, if they're struggling at all too. They can find help. Yeah. You can get out of these problems and you can become the world's best mastering engineer. So I remember my very first memory of you is
me.
I hated you.
Hated me.
I was just like, who is this like ska? Because you had like
I had the Tarkin pants.
You had like these crazy pants. Did you have a mohawk? Like a pink mohawk?
It changed multiple colors that year.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Whoa, this guy!"
I think when I met you, it was like pink. Or
yeah,
blue.
I remember being pink, and it was super tall.
When it first came in, it was super tall. Then I did a shorter one, and I did zebra hair. There was
like
a
full like suit, like white suit with like pink. And am I remember that or no? No, am I projecting?
No, but I don't have like the Tarkin pants, like leather jacket.
I don't know what Tarkin pants are.
The Scottish fucking old, like not checkerboard.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's Tarkin, right?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know.
I may be.
We can talk about
completely wrong.
plugins. I don't know anything other than plugins. But yeah, I was just like, whoa, this dude is like loud. Oh, and you also like came up to me as like a first year student. You were like,
I was like, "Can I get a session?"
I need to be in Studio A.
Yeah.
And I was just like, who
And
are
then
you?
you said no, and then I was like, okay. And then I found Justin Baker,
Best.
who was
The
who-
best.
who I later became for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he
Justin
was
Baker's
your
awesome.
second hand.
Yeah.
And
For a
I
couple
was,
of years.
I basically followed him around like a puppy dog, and then he gave me sessions.
Yeah.
And you're like,
EJ
why? You're like,
EJ
why
was
are
here
you in
yesterday, by the way. EJ
Yeah?
came by yesterday. He just came by unannounced. It was just like, I'm here. What's up? It was awesome. He says hi too. But yeah, Justin Baker's amazing. I haven't seen him in a bit. I've talked to him a little bit, but
I talked to him 2 days ago.
oh yeah, tell us hi. But yeah, he was amazing. But yeah, he helped you. He took you under his wing.
Yeah.
Right?
I forced him to.
Well, that's an important lesson for our students to learn too.
Yeah, no, like I saw he was doing sessions, so that's it. It wasn't. We became friends, but it wasn't to make a friend. It was to find a mentor.
Right.
Like,
You want Justin?
Yeah.
Right.
and then that's what got me closer to you.
Mhm.
And then, like, because our relationship started as a mentor-mentee relationship.
Sure. Yeah. Well, almost intern level of kind of thing where you start to hang out with sessions, fly on the wall, right? Start to just sit in the back. But then
I mean, basically, what was sophomore year summer, I wasn't able to get any internships, and I was just hanging around here. And one day, you're like, "Do you want to help?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I'll be here every day."
Yeah, and you were. And you were here every day. But that's what you need to do. I mean, and it's tough because I know people have jobs and people have whatever, just families and life. But if you want to really immerse yourself somewhere, you kind of just need to just go there and be a part of the fabric.
I mean, that's the thing. I was working at Terrytown Music Hall. I was working on my dad's tattoo studio, and then I was here. Like I just didn't have a life. Like, and I'm not suggesting that you don't have a life, but this is an industry where it is very, very cutthroat. There's very, very small, limited amount of jobs that in the first years of your 20s or as you're starting to do this industry, I know some people start to do it later on in life. You have to accept that for you to move forward, you need to be better than the person beside you, in front of you, behind you.
Yeah.
And I was doing 100-hour weeks.
Yeah.
And my friends became studio people.
Right.
Or come to the studio, hang out with me. I have no time to go do anything with you.
And it's tough because some people don't get that and some people don't understand that. And, you have to navigate that. But especially, like you said early on, this first probably 10 years, 5 to 10 years, somewhere in there, you have to just live it. And you were a fixture. Every session, we would do every session. Hundreds of I don't know about thousands, but certainly hundreds of
we
sessions.
Got snowed in here.
Yes, we did get snowed in here a couple times. This was back before I had kids too. So like I was here,
all the time.
I was here. I'm still here all the time, but like we were making. When we got snowed in here, we were doing like week-long sessions.
We were doing guitars for was it your record?
Yeah. Well, we were making a couple of records at that time, but that was the A Light Within the Fracture West record, and we we just were
spelled
in
wrong
here.
on that record.
No, it's not.
No, you fixed it.
Okay, good. Okay.
But when you gave me the vinyl,
oh man, well, that's not the first name. I have a history of spelling people's names wrong on records. That's not good.
It's funny that you didn't spell my first name's right. You spelled my last name wrong. You only put one N in the last name instead of two.
Well,
but you got my first name right.
Yeah.
So, I'll hold it against you.
Yeah, you should. I'm spell check. But we would get snowed in here. We would, just every session we would do. But also, you helped me rewire studios. You helped me put gear together.
We redid this room twice.
A couple times. We've redone this room a couple times. And maybe another one.
And we completely redid C. I know
C and B, yeah,
I know we redid B twice. We did D room.
Yeah.
I know you completely done D room.
Yeah,
now, but,
Aaron really did that.
And I know you probably rewired this.
Yeah, but still, you helped with everything in here, but what I like about it is like, all right, if you don't know how to do it, it's like, oh, we'll figure it out. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Same with session work, you figure it out.
Same with the first time you put me on a drum session. I remember this was like 3 months into being your assistant.
Yeah,
and we're doing a drum session, and you call me, and you're like, I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, which is pretty rare. I guess I must have been sick or something.
You were like sick. It was for
Randy, probably.
No, I think it was Andy the Traveler.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe it was Randy.
I feel like it was Randy. Yeah,
I think it was Randy.
Yeah. Because we did drum sessions with him
all the time,
just like a couple days a week.
Like I'd done drum sessions with you, but I'd never ran it on my own.
I actually do remember this because I had to, like, Randy was like, oh, can he do it? And I was like, yes, he can do it.
And I was just like, yeah. Sure.
And how'd it go? I think it went
great.
Yeah,
I think it went great. He was very happy. And yeah, I mean, look, I'd done drum sessions with you, but it was my first time riding on my own, get my own compressor settings, like, and
was that in here or was that at the old
here?
Okay, so it wasn't in B upstairs.
No, that was in here.
Yeah, amazing. So then, you helped with a bunch of records back then. I mean, the West record was huge. I mean, that I feel like that record we did like 12-hour days, if not even longer days. We did like just hours and hours of guitars, and you were engineering. Yeah. Obviously, I was playing guitar.
I learned speed on.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is, not to be a jerk. I don't want to sound like a jerk to people listening, but even as a guitar player, like I can engineer myself and do the stuff. So you need to be faster. It needs to be faster than me just doing it alone. If it's not faster, then why are you here? Yeah. Why am I? You know what I mean? And that was back when I'm nicer now. I'll just say it that way. I'm nicer now.
There was one day you got really, let's just say frustrated.
I'm nicer now, and I've had to. That's on me.
But I didn't take that as you were mad at me. I didn't take that as like, it's just I needed to do better, because what was the point of me sitting in that chair if you could do it faster?
Yeah, right, exactly. And by the way, like I've in those situations. Even still, there's sessions where someone's amazing and I'm the engineer and I'm trying to be fast, and so it doesn't go away, right? But yeah, on that record specifically, you were like, oh, okay, you leveled up, like, now I'm like a super fast engineer, amazing.
Like my comping skills got and by the time we were doing other records, I remember we would do drums, and then at the end of the song, you sent me in the B room. I'm comping, and then once I'm finished comping, you're already on the next song, and then I have the bassist coming there to track the bass.
That's right. Yeah, we had like a full production team.
Yeah.
I remember, that era of making records was like, all right, going to B, do vocal overdubs, we're doing percussion, we're doing drums, go quantize the drums, go edit this. We're gonna mix in here.
That taught me speed, and it also taught me like diligence and micro focusing, because I had to have those drums perfect by the time we were tracking bass.
Right. Yeah. And they're so valuable. I mean, look, there's a lot of people here that still, there's people working on stuff right now. There's such a team. I mean, that's what maybe people don't realize, like at studios, it's even when you see one person's name, pick whatever engineer or pick whatever like film score person or whoever, like just because it's one name, there's usually a team.
Yeah.
There's usually a team of people. And usually they're credited, and look, they're paid, and if not, they're paid in experience and in internship, and it's on their resume.
Yeah.
But it takes like tons of people to help make these things,
100%.
These records, and I love that collaboration. I love that because
I also love that like bit of fire, like that, oh shit kind of thing. Like at the studio where I'm the head engineer, like when we're training new people to like actually sit in the seat and everything,
right.
We run them through like fire sessions.
Yeah.
And I am I play the artist,
Right.
and I am awful.
Yeah.
Not to them.
Right.
My brain is so scattered, and I'm also thinking about how fast I can do it.
Right.
That I am like, keep that, delete that, but to take it back. Actually, can I listen to what I told you to delete like 3 seconds ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I made someone panic one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. There's been tears.
And like, but like that's also like I stop checking on them, and like this is a way for us to learn, not
Right.
for us to make you feel bad of where you are.
Yeah.
Whereas like when I learned with you, it was just kind of like I had to learn so quickly because we were actually doing records.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
that's what I love about this place too, is like we're making there's every type of session here that we're making real records a lot of the time. And to me, that's how you learn is making a real record.
And you brought me into every genre. Like we went to gospel churches. And, yeah.
Gospel. We were doing pop, rock, hip hop, metal. I mean, ambient. We were doing everything. You know? Film scores, Broadway stuff. I mean, like all kinds of different stuff. And you know, even now, you work in so many different genres. And
we did that Broadway one. Yeah.
And then the last thing on Mercy with you is I remember I had to leave for like 6 weeks. I was working the Olympics, right? So, but the studio still had to be open.
I was only working for you for like.
No, but you weren't even working for me. You were just like interning for free. By the way,
this is free.
For free, by the way. Everyone like he was working for free.
3 weeks, and then you're just like, here's the keys.
And I was like, well, all right, I got to go do this thing. I got to go do the Olympics for a month or 5 weeks, maybe. I don't remember. It was a long, it was more than a week, whatever it was. And I remember just being like, okay, like we have these sessions. Can you keep this place running? Because I'm literally not gonna. I think I came here twice that whole time.
I was just like, I got this.
And then that was, the place didn't burn down. The sessions happened.
But it's also a lot of like fake it till you make it. Like, was I prepared for that?
No.
But I rose to the occasion.
But that's when I was like, okay, we have to hire this person. Yeah. Like we have to actually financially pay this person now because they have. Like, how much more can you prove yourself? It's like you've proven yourself and you made yourself. Well, and this is what you did. This is what Aaron did too. Is you made yourself, and this was Zaire and Rob, all of our amazing people here. Is you make yourself so valuable that we can't exist without you. Yeah. Right. So that's what you did. That's what Aaron's done. That's what Zaire. That's what a bunch of us have done. That it's like we need to now. How do you keep someone happy? It's like, well, you should pay them money to exist, right?
But it's also like I was here to learn from you. Like I wasn't expecting a job. I was just I wanted to stick around to learn as much as I can. Yeah. The job was a benefit. And look, doing the job
work. Is still like a minimum wage. It's not it's not like this is not the end all be all. This is a step in your career. And that's fine. We know that. That's fine. But at least it's an olive branch of like, okay, you have worked your butt off. Here is something financial in return because...
and here's some access and here's some...
Yeah. I mean, meanwhile, with all of my sessions, you're doing all your own sessions too, by the way. Yeah. So you're showing up for all my sessions, which at the time, I'm like, I don't care about your sessions. Yeah, you go do your sessions, but like when we're here, we're worrying about
I like
my
5
sessions.
or 6 projects that I was doing while we were in that busy year. Yeah.
But yeah, you like taking over here for like a month when I was gone was like, all right, this is what we got to do. And that was like you were a student still, junior, senior.
No, that was sophomore year.
Sophomore year? That's crazy.
Well, sophomore summer.
Wow. And so then let's just wrap up the Mercy stuff because I want to get to your real career stuff. What else? Anything else at Mercy that stands out for you?
I mean, the one thing about Mercy that I love other than the other programs like that I was looking at was immediate access and working professionals in the field as teachers. Mm-hmm. That was a very important thing to me.
Yeah.
And honestly, the way when I came to visit, the way you and Justin talked.
Yeah.
Like that was, you guys didn't talk about how amazing music is and all that kind of stuff. You're just like, yeah, we engineer here. Like, this is what you're gonna learn, this is what you're gonna do, and here's the jobs you can get outside of school. And it wasn't just like, oh, you're all gonna be engineers. It's like, you can do live sound, you can do like you made a very realistic goal. And you also were honest, like none of the other schools were like, you're probably not going to succeed in this field. Whereas like you guys were like, look, some people succeed, some people don't. And this is a very hard industry to get into. No matter what part of the industry you get into, it is very difficult. And you have to work to get it. It's not just magically there.
Right. Yeah.
And I liked how like honest you guys were about it.
Yeah, I like to think we still are. I hope we are. And look, we're migrating into even more broader range. Like we do so much more with media now, video. We do so much more. We didn't do video really.
Yeah,
well, you actually did some video for us. But we actually like, well, we're doing a podcast now. Yeah. We do so much more production beyond music centric because that's also where the industry is heading.
Yes.
All right, so you graduate and you immediately become a successful
No, I graduate and I can't find a job.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
No, can't find a job, can't find an internship. Which happens. Like, and I ended up at a backline company.
Yes, I remember.
Which was fantastic. Like, I mean, like, I was loading trucks and dropping off trucks, but like I was also backline tacking. Like I
for people that don't know what backline is, can you tell them?
Backline is basically anything like amps, guitars, the it's the audio side, but like, how do I explain that?
Yeah, like you said, it's amps, instruments, maybe amps, instruments. I mean, like obviously drums. It could be the mixers and speakers and stuff. But,
yeah, but it's more setting it up. I'm not running the mixers or anything.
Yeah, so like when a band travels from out of town, they probably rent what's called backline.
Yes.
And you would rent the amps and the drums. And,
I'm the one making sure everything is copacetic with it.
Yeah. So you would do like Broadway stages, you would do TV shows in the mornings, you would drop off at that, you would do obviously concerts.
My main one was that I actually ran as a backline tech was it was either Good Morning America or Good Morning, the one over by
Good Morning Tiernan?
Rockefeller Center.
Weren't you the host of the show? Good Morning Tiernan?
I was the host. I went at 3 a.m.
Well, people don't realize how if you're playing or working those shows, you have to get this stuff there at an unbelievable hour. It's insane.
But it was the best. 3 a.m. I used to I would go get a sandwich before, go out there at 3 a.m. I'd be in Times Square by myself on like a Tuesday night. And do you know they reset like once a month? They reset the boards.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, no.
Like, and you can see them like reset. It's
cool.
I saw it twice.
Cool.
It was pretty cool.
So backline.
And then what happened next?
Didn't you intern at
Mastering Palace?
Yeah.
So how that happened was magic. Like my uncle worked on this dude's house.
Right.
And saw his vinyl collection and was like, oh, my nephew does music or something. Yeah, like my uncle knew that like I do music. He has no idea like specifically what it was, but like he knows.
Sure.
And turns out this guy's name is Tatsuya Sato, massive mastering engineer.
Yeah.
And he was like, here's my number. Tell him to give me a call. Give him a call. I do a walkthrough. And they're like, this is the studio.
Yeah.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I stay in contact with Toss every once in a while. And then I get a call at...
How do you stay in touch with them?
Like texting. Just randomly checking in, see how things are going. Cool. He's checking in on me. So just keeping the relationship alive. And then he calls me at like 6 or 7 in the morning. I just got off a 5 a.m. shift from the backline company, and he's like, hey, can you assist today? I was like, yeah, absolutely. What time? He's like, come in at 9. I was like, PM? He's like, AM. I'm like, okay. So went home, had a shower, showed up at the studio, And I'm like, what are we doing today? He's like, oh, next 2 days you're going to assist for ASAP Rocky. And they were mastering the Testing album. And they were like finishing the mixing at the time. I'm running stuff back and forth. I'm also resetting the room and as he's printing stuff down. And yeah, that was just his assistant wasn't available. I impressed him enough with whatever, and I kept a conversation with him. And he called me. I showed up.
Yeah. You said yes.
I said yes. And then 6 months go by.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so there was 2 or 3 days, right? For that first
2 or
one?
3 days.
Right, I remember that, yeah.
And like 6 months go by.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Of course.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then I get a call and he's like, hey, come into the studio. So I head right to the studio. And he's like, go talk to Dave. Dave Kutch is the owner of the Mastering Palace where Tots works at. And he's like, I have an internship for you. And internships at the Mastering Palace last 30 days.
Whoa.
I stayed there for a year. And I learned everything I could. And you know, there was projects here and there that I was getting paid for and stuff like that, but mostly intern work, and like I still had a full-time job.
So you're working a full-time job and interning there.
Yeah, and also working at the tattoo studio and doing stuff for my dad.
Yeah, and you would still come up and help me with sessions too.
And doing sessions and running my own sessions because we had the vocal booth in the house as well.
That's right. That's right.
So again, like I'm working 100-hour weeks. Like there are days where I'm doing 24-hour turnarounds and not sleeping. Do I suggest that? No.
I think you got to do it for a little bit.
Do I
really
suggest that? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to find that line. I mean, I talk about when that happened. To me, and when I was like touring full time and working here full time in grad school and still doing sessions, and you got to find that time and then know when you can lean back a little. You know. Okay, so you're there a year.
So and then Dave sat me down. He's like, "What do you want to do?" And I missed working with artists.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to work in a studio again. Which is funny enough because I moved to mastering now. But but like at that point I was like, mastering is you know, later on down the line.
Sure.
But not right now. He makes a bunch of phone calls. He does not make phone calls for people. Like this is a rarity. But I did what I needed to do. Like
again, you made yourself
I made myself valuable.
Really valuable in the place.
And I ended up in LA. I was supposed to work for Rob Kinelski, who's Billie Eilish's mixing engineer. He didn't have anything for him at the time. It was like kind of popping up that he might or met with him, but he was like, I have a buddy, Mike, who just built a studio. Go visit him. I go over there off Rob's word because he trusts Dave.
Right.
So basically, Dave's word goes to Rob, goes to Mike. I get the same glowing recommendation, even though Rob met me for 10 minutes.
That's how it works, though. Yeah. This is why, like, recommendations are so important.
Yeah, I meet Mike for 5 minutes. He walks me around the studio. We talk about gear. And he's like, do you live here? And I was like, no, I live in New York. He's like, okay. And I'm like, I'll move here. And
I'll move here, yeah.
And he's like, well, tell me when you do, and we'll see what happens. No promise of a job.
Right. Sure.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah.
Like that's And I come back here. I call you. I call everybody. I'm like, hey guys, you know, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I think I came back on like a Wednesday and left Friday.
Really? God, was it that quick? Yeah. I remember the conversations, and we're all just like, yeah, do it. Go.
Yeah.
Go. Do it. Especially at that age. It's so hard now to picture that. Though, you know, I mean, I don't know. It's still not that insane, but I remember at that era, like, yeah, do
like
it.
I didn't have a job. I was just I texted Mike when I got there.
It's the worst thing that could happen.
And he was just like, come in for a day. And like day came 2 days, 3 days. You know, I started doing a week here and there. And then after a month and a half, I had a full-time position. I could finally afford an apartment.
There you go.
Which was
the
first month and a half in LA.
Yeah.
Which like I've heard stories from my friends in LA. I'm very lucky. I have very supportive parents.
Yeah. No,
You know,
and
I
sure.
also come from a, privileged background.
Sure.
Was it the worst thing in the world? No.
Right.
Was it difficult as fuck? Yes.
Yeah.
Was that month and a half rough? 100%. And that first year was like,
yeah.
I had an apartment, but it was like, I'm eating ramen every night and, munching off food that people leave at the studio and making it work.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, and so then what?
It's been at the same studio for 6 years, so now I'm the head engineer over there. But so over the first 2-3 years I'm in LA, I somehow fall into mastering again and find out that I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
Like that is my skill set. Like, can I mix? Sure. Yes. Can I record? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But mastering is second nature to me. It is just automatic. And I somehow fall into the NLE Choppa camp. Because I smoke cigarettes with his engineer.
Well,
that is it.
Yeah.
He got a bad master one day, and like bad is subjective. He just didn't like it. And my buddy Aaron Mattis, who's his mixing engineer, was like, I have Tiernan right beside me. He could take a crack at it. Loved it.
Cool.
And I've been his mastering engineer ever since.
Cool.
I do a bunch of stuff with Aaron now. We do a bunch of like K-pop and all that kind of stuff. I have a few other engineers that I work with. And now I would say I've probably been a professional mastering engineer for 3 or 4 years now. I just hit 500 credits.
Yeah.
So
was it 12 billion streams right now?
17 billion streams, 20 plus plaques.
There you go.
No Grammys yet.
It's all right. We'll get there.
I did get a film festival award for a film that me and my boss worked on.
There you go.
I don't remember what it was.
Perfect. Yeah, but again, like you get the opportunity. So I don't want people watching this to be like, "Oh, you just got the opportunity." But no, you get maybe you get the opportunity. Maybe that's, I don't like the word luck, but maybe that's fortuitous. Okay, but then you actually still have to show up and do the work.
Yes, I will absolutely say luck has a factor, but I have met many people who have got their phone call and ruined it.
Yeah,
and just weren't prepared and panicked. And look, I know it's very difficult to stay calm under pressure and everything.
Yeah,
but those phone calls happen. They're not rare.
Yeah.
It is, were you prepared for it?
Yeah.
Did you Google the shit out of it and call all your colleagues and your professors? How do I do this? How do I prepare for this?
Yeah.
Panic all before, so when you get there, you're so panicked that you're calm.
Well, because I think you're like me maybe, where you go through every scenario that could happen, everything that could happen. And then when you didn't think of the thing that it did happen, you still have to, I could tell stories of times where you think you crushed it and then you get the phone call and you're like, nah, that wasn't it. So it's like, all right, we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. And just being willing to just, it's not personal. It's always just, let's do the work. Let's figure it out.
And if they don't call you back, it's fine.
Yeah, look, and I can think of,
there will be another phone call.
Sure. I can think of occasions where I wish I handled a whole album, a whole project differently. You know what I mean? But, everything builds upon each other.
And also, I think it's like, no matter how good you get at this, you still fuck things up.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one day we were here, we were doing a dual rig setup, had everything patched in the night before, everything was working, and we come in, nothing's on. Like, nothing's working.
That happens.
So we're going through cables and everything. I can't remember who walked in, but we forgot to turn on the Furmans.
Nice.
So we're going through everything we possibly could think
It's the IO, it's
must
this,
be
it's that.
bad cables.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a power surge, it fried everything.
Yeah.
Like, because there's no way we're dumb enough not to turn on the power.
I don't remember that specifically, but yeah, the idea, I was sure. So you're mastering now. You're still doing sessions.
Still doing sessions.
For our students, because we're going to wrap up soon, but take them through what the head engineer does at the studio as a job skill set. Like,
so I basically run the staff there. I am the point of contact for most sessions.
Are you handling booking?
No, I do not handle booking. Our GM handles booking. But like, I will, after it's booked and everything, I will be the one answering questions of like, can we do this? Can we do that? So my boss is not
totally
aggravated by all of it. Yeah, and then handling sessions when they come up, or delegating sessions to the other assistants or the other engineers. 1 full-time, 2 part-time.
Nice. And some interns, I imagine?
No, we don't have interns.
Oh, you don't? You stopped taking them? Because I know you had.
No, we'll have an intern here or there.
Okay.
No, it's just with laws in California. It's
right.
It's different than New York.
Yeah.
Like they're not allowed to actually do anything, so you have to be very particular with them, and it's kind of almost like babysitting. So sometimes it's hard for us to.
Let's talk about intern for a second, because I mean you interned, I interned, but we've also both been told no. I've been told no by people I really wanted to intern for.
I mean, let's be fully honest of why we're told no.
Yeah. Well, tell them why.
The problem.
No, it could be. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
okay. So, if you intern, especially in this field, you are apprenticing, you are learning. You are useless until you know information.
Yeah.
And until you know that information, I'm not going to pay you, because you are a hindrance to me until no, but like realistically,
this happens.
Like, I'm not being
no, and we get a ton of interns here, and I always say yes, because people said yes to me that were like amazing, and I was told no also, and I remember hearing the no and feeling so crushed, be like, oh, I'm really good at this, or or I'm young, but I'm like really into this. Why did they say no? And I'm now on the other side of it, as somebody that's been doing it 20 years, like I realize it's a lot of work to have an intern, because you have to teach them kind of everything, and then as soon as they become of any value, they usually leave. And so a lot of times we just have people here that just watch, but at the same time, that's how you started, is just hang out and watch. And that's actually one of the most important days of your studio career, because if you can sit in the corner and actually watch and not be in the way, and also be a little bit helpful and not be on your phone the whole time. Like when I was interning, I wasn't on I know it was like a BlackBerry, but we still had cell phones, people. Like, you weren't on your phone scrolling. Like you were paying attention, you were in it. The second, and you anticipate needs. The second someone needs something, you jump up and you help it. Whereas I've had people do the opposite, where people literally will sit here on their headphones watching something on their phone in a session. And I ask them to leave, because it's like, if you're in the booth singing your heart out and you see somebody just like watching something on their phone, it's like they're not in the session.
Or the whole thing of giving their opinion when like not that people don't have proper opinions no matter what stage of the career they're at.
Sure.
But there's a level of earning your voice in the room.
Yeah.
And
there's sessions where you wouldn't give your opinion still.
No.
There's still, for me.
And
you have to know when you're allowed.
Knowing when to talk.
Yeah.
When to be part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I won't say the artist's name, but there was a session I did. This was probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I got a scathing email telling how I was too involved in the session.
Yeah.
And look, there's some other backstory to it. Even sometimes being, yes, I love that. No, that's not good.
Right.
Even sometimes saying, take it again. We need to. Sometimes artists can take that as you taking control.
Yeah.
Now, as I've come up as an engineer, um, it's not that I take pride in taking control, but like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And if I know the songwriter or artist knows what they're doing, I let them lead. If they don't know what they're doing, I'll lead. But it's also that's something you learn.
Yeah.
Over.
And every session is completely different.
Yes.
So I guess the end of that lesson is like, you should intern, you should do it, but treat that intern as like should be your full-time job. And, and in your head, like it should be the session you're in should be the most important thing, because just don't be on your, just know what to say and not say, and don't be on your phone.
And be hyper focused and take notes and like do whatever you can to. You want that to be your job.
Man, I remember like as an intern, they were like, "Do you know how to make iced coffee?" I didn't drink coffee at the time. I was like, "Yep, I'll figure it." You said,
you just
and I'll make the best iced coffee I could possibly. I'll clean the bathroom the best way I could clean the bathroom, because I want to be involved in music in this studio.
Hey, can you paint that wall? 100%. I'm terrible
at painting. I rewired power at a studio. He's like, "You know how to rewire outlets?" I was like, "Okay, let's do it." You know what I mean? It's like
Dave had me clean the basement.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
And
I cleaned out storage units.
I cleaned it so well. It was organized. I remember he gave me a list of like shit to do that I was supposed to get done in a month. He didn't think that I could finish it. When I told him I finished it, I could see him mad.
That's right.
And then he was getting more mad that I did finish things. And then by the time he was like, "Oh, things are actually done," because like he's thinking things aren't done correctly. There's no way.
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, can I give you more stuff?"
Yeah. There you go. Again, make yourself valuable.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Atmos, because you were early.
Yes.
You were an early adopter of Atmos,
and rarely do it now.
I was literally right before you got here. I was prepping an Atmos session. That's so funny. I mean, you taught me the whole thing, but you and Aaron are the we kind of all attacked that together. But so it's funny you're not doing it as much. But talk to me about, I guess, the early adoption of that, and what are your current thoughts on that one?
I mean, I fell in love with Atmos. I think it's a wonderful tool. I think it's a wonderful medium. I do also think it's extremely impractical.
Yeah.
Like for films, for theaters, and all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. For music.
Yeah.
Where are you listening to it? Like, I have an Atmos system in my living room.
Right. It's pretty rare. I don't.
Yeah. But
we have one here that I use.
Even on the cheap end, it's going to cost you $7,000. Because these all Atmos sound bars, and that's not Atmos. Like, I have a 714 in my living room. I also, I think it's an incredible thing when you actually listen to music in Atmos, like, in the proper way. I wish it was more widely available.
You think cars will
change it? So that will happen. Cars are starting to adopt it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is the access that people will have.
Though I get so nervous about the car thing, because I actually, this is my biggest pet peeve. Aaron knows this too. My biggest pet peeve of Atmos mixes is they just 80% of them you pull up on Apple Music, it's just the whole stereo mix, but just a little reverb behind you. When I mix an Atmos, I don't. You've heard some of my Atmos mix. I want to live in that.
World. Remember my Swaco mix, the first one I did, that the drums bridge just goes like this. I'm not trying to I freak the fuck out.
I'm not trying to make people. I'm not sure. Right, exactly. Well, that's my point. That's about being too scary for cars, maybe. But the Last West record was the record I really learned how to mix an Atmos.
Which when you sent me over those I don't know if those were finals or.
Yeah, probably.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, because I wanted, and again, Aaron played a huge role in our Atmos rig too, but I wanted to live inside the band.
Yes.
Not just feel the stereo mix and some reverb. I wanted to feel like I was in the room.
No, I felt like I was in a way watching a movie through sounds.
Yeah. Well, and that's how I approach it. That's how I want Atmos mixes to be. So I don't know, and it feels like the Wild West still as far as regulations and. I'm following all the rules that are in place.
The only rule is -18.
Yeah.
Which, as we've learned through bus limiting and stuff like that, the little workarounds you can get stuff louder and.
Yeah. I've never gotten something denied. So you have though, right?
No.
Really? So this minus 18 thing.
No, I did get something
thought you
denied. That was a timing issue.
Oh, time issue.
Yes.
Right. I'm curious about the minus 18 thing because
it's because the master was shorter than they sent me mixed stems.
So that right. Yeah.
But no, I never got anything denied.
I'm almost gonna purposely mix louder one time and just see if they deny it.
I'm scared too.
I'm gonna just try it though. I'm gonna do it and see. On one of my own songs. What are they gonna do? Okay.
I sent out minus 17.
You hear that? Somebody come arrest Tiernan.
I'm not gonna tell them the song.
Well, right, yeah. Well, I think like just over 18 is probably just over minus 18 is probably. But
I remember it was like the third. It had to be sent out like that morning.
Yeah.
I was doing the night before because it had to be done right now, and we were on the third revision, and it was like, I think it just hit like it was like minus 17.0.
That's I wonder if that's just fine.
And they're like texting me like, "Can we have it now? Can we have it now?"
Yeah. I did figure out the other day because I played back one of my Atmos mixes and it was just drums. But then Aaron was like, "Yeah, the Apogee app is only playing everything in stereo." So,
okay.
But as soon as he fixed that, everything was fine. Yeah, I feel like the setup is hard. But as soon as you have a template and you have like a working rig.
With interfaces nowadays, they are adopting it and it's getting easier and easier.
Yeah. So I'm still doing it, but it's tough. It's another thing to charge.
You'll see UAD sorted out soon as well.
Yeah. But so there's Atmos, still the Wild West.
Yeah.
But we'll see. What else are you working on that you can talk about?
I can just say like I'm getting into the tech field.
Yeah, right.
And
that's been a big project.
Yes.
For a while.
And
we'll do a whole episode on that when we can talk about it.
I find that it's important to so with today's environment and the way the industry is important to diversify.
Sure.
It is hard to be one thing in this industry. Like I'm producing nowadays as well.
I think we're learning that for all of our students and ourselves. We're all doing multiple things.
Yeah, like mastering does me very well.
Mm-hmm.
But I also live in Los Angeles, which is very expensive.
Yeah.
Life is very expensive nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to buy a house and retire one day. So
yeah. What's that word? Retire. House? What's that word? House?
Yeah. No, that's impossible. But
so then, what do you've been out in the field doing this. What advice would you give our students that are entering this field? And by the way, our field is not just music. It's all of media and entertainment. It's what guidance are you going to give these students that are going to graduate?
Yes.
No,
say yes.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Say, hey, can you do lighting for this? Yeah.
100%.
I can.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Yeah. Because you might figure out that is your thing. The same way I figured out mastering was my thing. Like I did film, I did photography. I dipped my toes in every little thing. I tattooed for a while.
That's right.
Like,
say
yes, figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, just because you want to be an engineer, just because you want to be a producer, an artist, whatever your goal is. Like, my first goal was to be an artist.
He still is. He just doesn't share it yet.
No,
this stuff's awesome.
I have no care in the world to be on stage. Like I've played on stages. I played like not big, but the largest I played for was like 400 people.
Yeah.
I was playing bass and I was just in the corner. And I was playing and I was like, I don't feel anything. I don't like it's cooler to be in the garage with my buddies than to be on stage.
Gosh.
Now, for some people, it's much better to be on stage. But I realized that was not me. It was much cooler to be the guy mixing it, watching the bands.
That half hour or hour on stage is amazing, but the whole day around it is it's
terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's like, I mean, Kessler's in here too, and so it's just like it's just like, man,
it's like wrangling cats.
I feel like any gig day you do takes up the entire day.
And
it's just like no matter what, you can play a half hour set, Takes up the whole day.
And then
At least for me, maybe that's just a mental issue I have.
after the set, I'm done. Like I'm
But I could do like 4 sessions in a day with 4 different artists and be
completely fine.
fine.
Yeah.
And go home and still be at home for bedtime with my kid and hang out. Like, so that is, yeah, I love the studio. I just love creating. I think if I had to choose, like just creating. But man, when the band is killing it and it's a good show, that's such a special feeling too. So I don't know.
I've only had one of those shows.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a very nice feeling. It was for 100 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just never like, I never was like,
but it could also,
I want this.
You could do it.
Sure, yeah.
Nooks, come on.
Nooks.
Let's go. Drop the album. I've heard it.
One of my 4 albums of different genres.
Tiernan, thank you for hanging out today. We love you. You're amazing. You're going to talk to our students this afternoon.
Yes.
And that's amazing. But we wanted to do this. You literally got off a plane and came here. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, at 8 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dad didn't pick me up.
Yeah. Well, your dad's too cool, dude.
No.
You know,
I mean,
if we learn one thing about anything today, it's your dad's cooler than
you know, if they ever watch this, it's been 6 years since I lived in LA.
Yeah.
I have been told many times, we're coming to pick you up. I have never been picked up.
Awesome. Anything else to add?
Pick me up from the airport next time.
I'll pick you up. Let's give it up for Aaron. Thank you, Aaron, for editing this and doing the video. And we will see you next time. Thank you all.